Devi Vasudevaya
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Narottamam
Daivim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayamudirayat
Tato Jayamudirayat
Nasta Praeshu Vapadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtiki
Bhakti Bhavati Nashtiki
Krishna Swadamo Pagate Dharma Jnana Diti Saha Kalo Nishtam Drisham Misha Puranato Dhanodataha. So today we are having this function is called Griha Pravesh. This is the function when you enter into a new house.
今天我们举行一个仪式，这个仪式的名字叫做 Griha Pravesh， 也就是进入新的房子。
So, what's Prabhu's name? Uttama Gauranga Prabhu and his good wife Guna Mama. They are moving into this new building.
Uttama Gauranga Prabhu 还有他的好妻子 Gunamala Mataji， 他们搬入这个新的建筑物。
So custom is to remove the impurities from all the construction and everything and what's happened in the course of building. They want to remove all the contamination by this ceremony.
这个习俗就是通过举行这个仪式，然后把所有在建筑过程之中发生的一切不洁，所有的那些不好的东西全都去除掉。
So entering into the house is very important for family life. You need to have a home.
进入这个房子对于家庭生活来讲是非常重要的，因为你要有一个家才能够过居士生活。
That is the brahmachari life. Brahmacharis, they live in ashram with the spiritual master, or they travel with the sannyasis. They don't have a home.
在 Brahmacharya ashram 之中 ，Brahmacharya 住在灵性导师那里，或者是跟sannyasi 们一起旅行，他们并不需要一个家。
But after brahmachari life, then there is the grihastha life.
但是在 Brahmacharya 生活之后是 Grihastha 的生活。
Grihastha ashram means you have a griha, you have a home, you have a residence.
Grihastha 的这种生活意味着你有一个 Griha， 也就是你有一个房子，你有一个家。
So, of course, grihastha life is then followed by vanaprastha life, where you retire.
当然 Grihastha 的生活之后便是 Vanaprastha 的生活，也就是你要退休。
And that means you come to live in the holy place.
然后你可以来到圣地居住。
But we're already in the holy place.
不过我们已经在圣地了。
So you don't need to go anywhere.
我们不需要去任何的地方。
It doesn't matter whether you're brahmacharya, grihastha, vanaprastha, you're in the right place, you're in the holy place.
无论你是 Vanaprastha, Grihastha, Brahmachari， 无论你是什么样的阶层，你现在都在恰当的地方，你就在圣地。
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught us to meditate that we're not any of these varnas or ashrams, but we're simply servants of the gopis of Braja who please the Supreme Lord Krishna.
主彩坛的教导我们并不是任何的这些 varna 或者是 ashram， 我们是 Braja Gopi 们的主人的仆人的仆人的仆人。
Prahlad Maharaj told his father, get out from the house, go out of the house, go and live in the forest.
Prahlad Maharaj 告诉他的父亲，从家里出去，要离开家，去森林里去居住。
He said, the home for somebody like Prahlad's father is like a blind well.
对于像 Prahlad 的父亲这样的人来说，家庭生活就好像是一口暗井一样。
Prahlad Maharaj said, Griha andakupam.
Prahlad Maharaj 说 Griha andakupam.
Right? Household like Hiranyakashipu, then the home is like the blind well. You fall in the blind well, it's a very helpless condition.
像黑人喀西普这样的居士，他们就好比是处在一口暗井之中。如果你落入了暗井，你的生活非常的危险。
Sometimes we see the animal will fall in the well, and then how to get the animal out of the well, it's impossible.
有的时候我们可以看到动物们掉进了井里，怎么能够把这个动物从井里救出来呢？这简直是不可能的。
But there's a story that the donkey fell in the well. How to get it? They didn't know how. They thought anyway, we'll just fill the well up and just fill it up, throw stones and rocks into the well.
曾经有一次，一头驴掉进了井中，然后大家就在想怎么把它给救出来，然后想了半天说，那我们干脆把这个井填满，每个人都往这个井里扔石头、扔东西。
So they were throwing stones and rocks, and they were throwing them in the well, and they fall on the donkey. The donkey would just let them roll off its back onto the ground.
然后他们就往这个井里拼命的扔石头、扔石块等等，这个驴就倒在了这个井底。
And so they kept on throwing these things into the well, and everything was going below in the bottom of the well. Gradually, the bottom of the well came up, and then one day the donkey got out of the well.
然后这个驴，因为驴可以踩在这些石头上面，他们不断的往这个井里扔东西、扔石头，所以终于这个井底就开始离地面越来越近，终于有一天驴就可以出来了。
So this example is very instructive for us. Just like sometimes, we get in difficulties in our life.
这个例子对于我们来讲非常有教育意义，因为有时候在我们的生活之中，我们也会遇到一些困难。
Just like you can fall in a well, it's like falling in a well. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to get out of trouble.
就好像是你落入了一口井中，你不知道应该怎么办，你不知道应该怎么出来。
So many people may throw things on you. They say so many bad things of you. They just criticize you and condemn you and make you feel so useless and hopeless.
有很多的人会往你身上扔东西，然后他们会拼命的责怪你，说你没有希望了，没有用处了等等。
So you just have to let it roll off the back, let it fall on the ground, trample on it, and gradually one day you get out of the well.
你只需要让这些东西落在你的背上，然后从你的背上滑落到地上，你把它踩在脚下，终于有一天你就会脱离你的井。
So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he is our wonderful example of Grihastha family life.
舍罗邦基斯丹的萨尔萨基塔库尔，他是我们的格哈斯的生活的典范。
He had a big family.
I heard it's Bhaktivinoda Thakur.
Didn't know, I thought Bhaktivinoda.
Bhaktivinoda Thakur, 他有一个很大的家庭。
Yeah, Bhaktivinoda had, I think, 11 children.
我想他有11个孩子。
And so he was never entangled in family life.
他从来没有纠缠在家居生活之中。
He has written a nice song
他写了一首非常好的歌曲，然后描述。
in his songbook. He's written about Sharanagati, surrender to Krishna.
在他的这个歌集之中，他在说 Saranagati 臣服于 Krishna。
Right, so surrender to Krishna is described in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, and then also quoted by Prabhupada also in the Bhagavad Gita purport of 18th chapter, verse 66. It said, Anukuyasya sankalpa pratikuyasya varjanam. Right? It's the first two items of surrender.
在须且他的他们的之中，须且他的马哈帕布教导了臣服，而且之后又被舍帕帕引用在巴格利的第18章的66节之中，这里提到了臣服的前2个项目。
Anukuyasya sankalpa, accept everything favorable for devotional service.
那个空非桑考帕，也就是接受所有一切有利于奉献服务的事物。
And pratikuyasya varjanam, reject everything unfavorable for devotional service.
排斥所有一切不利于奉献服务的事物。
And then we should also accept Krishna as our protector.
而且我们应该接受 Krishna 作为我们的保护人。
We should know that only Krishna can maintain us.
我们应该知道，只有 Krishna 能够维系我们。
We should have no desires separate from Krishna's desire.
我们的愿望不应该跟 Krishna 有不同。
And we should always be meek and humble.
而且我们应该一直非常的温顺谦卑。
So this is how acharyas define Sharanagati, surrender to Krishna.
这便是 Acharya 们对 Sharanagati 对 Krishna 的臣服的定义。
So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote songs about each of these items of surrender.
舍罗邦听农的塔库尔对于臣服的每一个项目都写了歌曲。
So he has written this about this accepting everything favorable for devotional service.
他写了一首歌，关于就是接受所有一切有利于对奉献服务的事物。
And he describes Yedina grehe bhajana deke greheti golokapaya. Yedina grehe bhajana deke greheti golokapaya. He said, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, when I worship my deity in my home, then my home becomes Goloka Vrindavan.
巴克提诺的塔库说到，当我在家里崇拜神像的时候，我的家就成为了 Goloka Vrindavan。
So we see the difference, Hiranyakashipu and Bhaktivinoda Thakur.
这样我们便看到了区别，给雷卡西布还有巴克提诺的塔库
So there's different kinds of grihastas.
有不同类型的 Grihasta，
There's the grihamedis and there's the grihastas.
有 Grihamedi， 还有 Grihasta。
The grihamedis, their business is just envy.
Grihamedi 他们的主要的活动是 Medi 就是嫉妒。
They live in the house to envy others. Their whole time is spent envying, being envious of others.
他们住在一个房子里，但是他们一直在嫉妒其他的人，
And their only interest is money and sex.
而他们最有兴趣的就是金钱和性行为。
So that is grihamedi life.
这便是 Grihamedi 的生活。
They never inquire about the absolute truth.
他们从来不去探寻绝对真理。
Sukadeva Goswami also describes, he says, Apashyatam atmatatvam griheshu grihamedinam. Those people who are grihamedis, they never inquire about the absolute truth.
舒克德尔高斯瓦米他说，那些是 Grihamedi 的人，他们从来不会有兴趣于去探寻绝对真理。
Yeah, Apashyatam atmatatva, the science of the soul. They won't ask, they're only thinking of the body.
而且他们他们从来不会对真理感兴趣，他们唯一感兴趣的是躯体。
And they live in the home just for sense gratification.
他们住在家里只是为了得到感官的满足，
And surround themselves with the fallible soldiers.
而且身边围绕着那些不可靠的士兵们。
The fallible soldiers, the family, the wife, the servants, the dogs, the cats, all the things, they're not going to protect us. They're not going to give us any security.
那些不可靠的士兵们，我们的妻子还有狗、猫，他们并不会给我们带来任何的安全感。
So human life is not meant for just comfortable living.
人体的生命并不仅仅是为了得到一种舒适的生活，
And we don't live in the house just to be secure.
我们住在家里并不仅仅是为了得到安全。
We should know that life in this world is temporary.
我们应该明白到，在这个世界上的生活是短暂的。
We take birth in this world, and one day we will also leave this world.
我们出生在这个物质世界上，终有一天我们也会离开这个世界。
But to get the human form of life is a great fortune for us to inquire about the absolute truth.
但是能够得到人体的生命，这是我们极大的好运，这样我们便可以探寻绝对真理。
And if we don't make use of that human life, then it's a great waste of the human life.
如果我不好好运用这个人体的生命，那就是对人体生命的一种极大的浪费。
Right? There's the Brahmana and there's the Kripana. In contrast to the Brahmana, there's the Kripana. The Brahmana is the one who is thinking about higher purpose of life.
有 Brahmana 还有 Kripana， 他们两者形成鲜明的对比。跟 Brahmana 不一样的就是 Kripana， 他们过着非常自私的生活。
The Brahmana wants to make good use of the human life. He wants to use it for his benefit and for others also.
Brahmana 他们好好利用自己的生活，然后他们也为其他的人带来福祉。
But the Kripana they're just miserly people.
但是亏本呢，他们是非常吝啬的人，
They don't want to do anything to help others. They only think about their own self.
他们不想做任何的事情去帮助任何其他的人，他们只是想着自己。
They have money.
他们有钱，
They just want to look at it. They like to count it.
他们只是喜欢看着自己的钱，然后数钱。
They don't use it for the service of the Lord.
他们并不把它用于对主的服务，
And so they have the mentality like Ravan.
因此他们就像是 Ravana 的心态一样。
Just like Ravan, he saw Mother Sita. She's the goddess of fortune, and she's the eternal consort of Lord Rama.
就像是 Ravana，他看到了西塔母亲，或者是幸运女神，她是主 Rama 的永恒的伴侣。
And Lord Rama wanted to enjoy Mother Sita.
而 Ravana 想去享受西塔妈妈。
Though Ravan-like people, they want to take the goddess of fortune in the form of Lakshmi. They want to take her for their own sense gratification.
像 Ravana 这样的人，他们想带走幸运女神，想像 Ravana 带走西塔母亲一样，为了自己的享受。
So it's very important for us to understand the value of the home, how it should be used, what it should be used for.
对我们而言，应该好好的理解家庭的价值是什么，应该把它用在什么方面，应该怎么去运用。
As we said, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is worshipping the deity in his home.
正如我们所提到的 Bhaktivinoda Thakur，他在他的家里崇拜神像。
So here we see this on the. It's customary to put the deity on the top floor because then people won't walk on the hand of the deity.
在这里我们可以看到，习俗是把神像放在顶层，这样呢就不会有人走在神像的上面了。
Nothing should be above the deity.
没有任何东西应该是在神像的上面的。
And so usually you see the temples are put on the top of the building.
通常我们可以看到庙呢是在整个这一栋楼的顶层。
So here also the deity has been established on the top.
在这里也是一样，神像被设立在顶层。
And we're very happy to see the deity has been brought here and that the deity will be worshipped.
我们非常高兴看到神像已经被带到了这里，神像受到了崇拜。
It's the duty of householders that they should install the deity in their home and they should worship the deity.
居士的职责是应该在家里设立神像，而且他们应该崇拜神像。
And consider the deity to be the proprietor of the home.
应该把神像认为是这个家庭的拥有者。
Just like usually the owner of the house, he'll live on the top of the building.
就像通常一家之主，他都会住在这个建筑物的顶层一
So
样。
here also, Lord Jagannath, he's the proprietor, not only of this house, he's the proprietor of the whole creation.
所以在这里也是一样，主加格纳他并不仅仅是这个家的主人、拥有者，他是整个的创造的拥有者。
He's the Lord of the Jagat, the entire Jagat is all his.
他是加嘎之主，整个的加嘎都是他的，整个宇宙都是他的。
And we're all his tiny, tiny servants.
而我们全都是他的非常非常渺小的仆人。
We've come to this world with the opportunity to take up devotional service.
我们到这个世界上来，就是为了接受奉献服务的机会。
We're so fortunate to get the opportunity to come in the holy Dham and to have the association of the devotees.
我们非常的幸运，能够来到神圣的Dham，并且得到奉献者们的联谊。
We should think the Dham is our real home.
我们应该认为Dham是我们真正的家。
We always talk about back home, back to Godhead,
我们经常谈论回归家园、回归守神，
and we say, home sweet home.
而且我们总是说家园，甜美的家园。
Alright, so here is the home. This is the home of Lord Jagannath, and this is home for all devotees.
这就是家园，是主加格纳达的家，而且呢是所有奉献者们的家。
We come to the holy Dham, we should think this is our real home. We're back home, back to Godhead.
来到神圣的Dham之后，我们应该认为这就是我们的家，这就是我们回归守神的地方。
And we never want to leave.
我们永远不想离开，
We want to stay here forever, engaged in the service of Lord Krishna.
我们想永恒的住在这里，从事于对主 Krishna 的服务。
We come to the Dham to give service, not to be served, but to give service.
我们来到 Dham 是为了给出我们的服务，而不是接受服务。
Krishna is the Lord, and we come here as a tiny servant.
Krishna 是主，而我们到这里来是作为非常微小的仆人。
We've spent many lifetimes in the material world.
我们在物质世界里花了生生世世的时间，
We've been in a lot of illusion,
我们一直处在很多的幻象之中，
birth after birth.
一世复一世，
We've forgotten Krishna.
我们忘记了 Krishna。
But now, somehow, by the mercy of the Lord and His pure devotees, we have the opportunity to again become situated in His service.
但是现在，出于纯粹奉献者，出于 Krishna 的仁慈，我们再一次能够处在对他的服务之中。
We've been attracted by the external energy for many, many lifetimes.
我们一直很多生生世世受到外在能量的吸引，
Now we want to become attracted to the internal energy.
现在我们想受到内在能量的吸引。
Internal energy means everything in relation to Lord Krishna and His different potencies, His different incarnations, His different devotees.
内在能量就指的是跟主 Krishna 有关的一切，跟他的不同的能量、不同的化身、不同的奉献者有关的一切。
We've had many homes over many lifetimes.
在很多生生世世之中，我们曾经有过很多的家。
This material world is very temporary. We cannot remain. We're driven. We take birth in one place and then we're driven out. We have to take birth some other place.
这个物质世界是非常短暂的，我们在一个地方出生，然后过了很短的时间之后，我们再次被赶走去另外的一个地方。
This morning I was teaching the Srimad Bhagavatam, the second canto, second chapter.
今天早晨我在教大家《Srimad Bhagavatam》第2篇第2章，
And it describes about the yogi leaving the body and going back to Godhead.
其中描述了 Yogi 离开躯体回归守神的情景。
So devotee asked me, he said, when we go back to Godhead, he said, will we remember about our life in the material world?
奉献者问我一个问题：当我们回归守神的时候，我们是否还记得我们在物质世界之中的生活？
So I told him that when we go back to Godhead, you understand that whatever happened here in this material world, it was just a dream.
我告诉他说，当你回归守神的时候，你会记得所有在这个物质世界里发生的一切，只不过是一场梦而已。
Just like every night, we dream many times in the night.
就像在晚上的时候，我们会做很多的梦，
And you wake up in the morning and you don't remember any of them.
等你早晨醒来的时候，你就什么都不记得了，
They're all forgotten.
全都被忘掉了。
In the same way, when we go back to Godhead, we won't remember anything about this life.
同样道理，当我们回归守神的时候，我们不会记得任何在这一世发生的东西。
This life is just the dream, the daydream. We have the daydream, we have the night dream, the daydream.
这一世就好比是一场白日梦一样，我们有晚上的梦，我们也有白日梦。
But when we go back to Godhead, we'll all be forgotten.
但是当我们回归守神的时候，所有的一切都会忘记。
All of the homes we had, and all the property we had, and all the relationships we had, will all be forgotten.
我们曾经拥有过的家园，我们曾经拥有过的这些财产，还有我们所有的这些一切，我们全都会忘记。有一天，
Srila Prabhupada described them. He said, just like bubbles. He said, when the waves come in from the sea, sometimes there are bubbles when the waves created. And the bubbles are there for a moment and then they burst.
这个泡泡说，这就好像是泡一样，就像是有海浪之中有很多的泡，然后这些气泡只存在片刻的时间便破碎了。
And sometimes little children get bubbles. You know, you get that soapy solution and you have the little ring on a handle and they make it like that and then bubbles come out. And the bubble will be there for a few moments and then
就像有的时候小孩们他们玩这个吹泡泡的游戏，他们会用一种肥皂的这种溶液，然后有一个杆儿，然后上面连着一个环儿，这样的挑起来，它就会产生很多很多的气泡，这些气泡停留片刻的时间，然后破碎了。
So our life in this world is like that, just like so many bubbles.
我们在这个世界里的生活就像是那样一样，就好像很多的气泡一样。
Will all be forgotten when we go back to God.
等我们回归守神的时候，所有的这一切都将会被遗忘。
We should understand if we're going to go back to Godhead, we have to purify ourselves.
我们必须要记住，如果我们想去回归守神的话，首先我们应该净化自己。
We have to purify the mind and the intelligence and the ego.
我们应该净化自己的心意，净化自己的智性，净化自己的自我。
We have to become submissive and surrender to Krishna.
我们应该非常恭顺，并且臣服于 Krishna。
Our mind has to merge into the super soul in submissiveness.
我们应该在顺从之中，将自己的心意融入到超灵之中。
That whatever we hear from the Lord, we will take immediately to His instruction and to follow it very carefully.
无论我们从主那里听到什么，我们立刻认真的去执行，去仔细的去执行。
This is required. We want to go back to Godhead, we have to get rid of all the contamination.
这就是我们要回归守神所必须做的。如果我们想回归守神的话，应该消除自己所有的污染。
So first we give up the gross body,
首先，我们应该放弃粗糙的躯体，
but still we have the subtle body.
但仍然我们有精微的躯体。
And in the subtle body, we still have our identity. We're not ghosts. We're just in a subtle form.
在精微的躯体之内，我们仍然有自己的身份，我们并不是鬼魂，我们仍然有一个形象。
And that subtle form will go through the Vaishnavara planet, which is a planet of fire.
而这个精微的形象会先去一个火的星球
Vaishnavara,
，Vaishnavara 星球。
yes, it's all fire. And that purifies the subtle body.
那个地方全是火，这可以让我们的精微躯体得到净化。
And then you go through higher planets, like on the way to the top of the universe, we go through the Milky Way,
然后我们会在去高等星球的路上经历银河系，
which is called the Sisumara.
这个被称为是西苏玛拉。
It's a circle. Anyway, you go through that place and you go through that to come to the higher planet.
无论如何，先经历这个，然后再达到更高等的星球。
And we get to a planet like Mahaloka.
我们会去像马哈洛克这样的星球。
Ready? Good? Yeah? Okay, I'll just finish. Give me 2 minutes. And from Mahaloka, then when the planets get devolved and start to burn up in the bottom, at the end of Brahma's life, fire comes out of the mouth of Ananta Shesha and the lower planets are all burning.
在马哈洛克那个时候，到了布拉玛的这个生命的末尾，所有的从阿南特谢什的口中喷出火来，那些低等星球都在燃烧。
And then you have to go up. You get airplanes. They have airplanes in the higher planets, and you take the airplane up to Brahmaloka.
然后你要坐飞机，在高等的星球是有飞机的，你坐着飞机去布拉玛洛克。
And from Brahmaloka, then you have a choice what you want to do.
在布拉玛洛克，你有选择，你想做什么？
There are different kinds of perfections.
有不同类型的完美。
Some will stay in the material world. They maybe become in charge of another planet.
有的人会留在物质世界里，他们可能会去掌管另外的星球。
And the Gyanis, they want liberation. They merge into the impersonal oneness.
而迪安尼们，他们想得到解脱，他们融入非人格的这种意义之中。
But the devotee goes through the coverings of the universe, enters into the spiritual sky, and takes on his spiritual form in the spiritual planet.
但是你奉献者会穿透这个物质宇宙的覆盖，达到灵性的天空，去恢复他的原本的灵性的形象。
So, do you think when we get to Goloka Vrindavan, we'll remember this place?
你觉得我们回到格罗克本达文的时候，还会记得这个地方吗？
Will we remember our past lives?
我们会记得过往的生活吗？
No.
不，
We don't remember even our past lives now.
我们现 现在都记不得我们过往的生活了。
How will we ever remember the past lives in the future?
我们怎么能够记得未来？就是将来我们怎么能够记得以前的生活呢？
It will all be forgotten.
这些全都会被遗忘，
But that forgetfulness is there.
是有这种遗忘的。
But we can meditate on our spiritual position.
但是我们可以冥想我们的灵性的地位，
That we have an eternal relationship with Krishna.
我们跟 Krishna 之间有一种永恒的关系。
And we want to remember that.
我们想记住这一点。
We've forgotten it just now.
我们现在遗忘了，
We're conditioned,
我们
we're
受到了
covered.
局限，被覆盖了。
We have to purify ourselves.
我们必须要让自己得到净化。
You can do it. You can meditate on the universal form,
你可以做得到，你可以去冥想主的宇宙形象，
or you can meditate on the super soul and do Astanga yoga.
或者是你可以去冥想超灵，做 Astanga Yoga，
Very difficult processes.
非常困难的程序。
But Lord Chaitanya has come to make it very easy for everyone in the Kali Yuga.
但是主彩参见让所有的一切对于每个人来讲，在 Kali Yoga 变得非常的容易。
Just join the Sankirtan movement and chant and dance.
只要加入 Sankirtan 的运动、唱诵和跳舞就可以。
In ecstasy of love of God, you can go back to God.
在出于对守神的狂喜之爱之中，我们就会回归守神。
Krishna will personally come and pick you up from this world and take you back to God.
Krishna 会亲自的到这个世界上来接你，带你回归守神。
Are you ready?
你们做好准备了吗？
Okay, so we're ready to do Arti.
好吧，我们准备好了，开始做 Arti。
Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Or back to Vrinda ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.